EK real spicy with more clips. Don't forget to subscribe and bang on that like button. Now let's get into it.
Hey, but this better be good, god damn it!
Because you were agreeing with her earlier when she said that women are more empathetic, and I made the argument that women are not more empathetic.
I feel like women are empathetic in a way where like it's like a mother. I mean, I'm not empathetic to men. I will not lie. I am not empathetic to men. I don't care about their feelings. I do not care. You're a man. You be a man.
I make the argument that women aren't empathetic because y'all don't understand us or give a and that's fine. But we have to understand you guys though.
Absolutely. Did I just not say like when a man cries it makes me dry? I do not care if a man cries. I do not care if you just lost your job. I do not care if you lost a leg.
But you just agreed with the teacher before about women being more empathetic.
Yeah, but I am not
emotional intelligence and all that.
I understand what she is saying, but I personally I'm not that empathetic. I'm not empathetic to men. And I know that because my relationships have shown that time and time again. At least I'm honest to myself. I know who I am.
I understand that you're not. You're empathetic and you're cold and you're soulless, which is cool.
No, I'm not soulless. I have a soul. I love people, but I personally I feel like if a man, the things that a man does, like I just like you have to be like a man of a man. You have to be like a Viking. You have to be like a warrior. Like I'm not gonna respect you.
You said a nigga lost his arm.
Then I'm not,
like, if he lost his job, you wouldn't give a fuck. Like, girl, that's not empathetic.
I just said that I was not empathetic. No, she's saying that she's not empathetic,
but I'm saying that.
Yeah, and these women want you to go all out for this, for that type of attitude, right? Where are the good men, they say. I like to hear how she put it, right? Because I want guys to really understand this. No amount of money or effort will truly win over a woman, right? They're just gonna take it and keep it moving. Because as soon as you show any type of sign of weakness or a slowdown, she already gone. She already gone. The grace for men is at an all-time low. Straight up, they simply don't care. Now imagine putting your life on the line, protecting a woman just like this. And I could be willing to bet this woman wants to be taught as if she would actually listen to sound advice and structure. But she wants to be taught. She wants her man to be patient. Wants her man to basically shield and protect. But can't even have an ounce of empathy for that man. Now, one thing with me is I don't spend much time at all feeling sorry for myself or being down for too long. I just don't got time for that. But everybody's, to each his own. Totally understand the ups and downs of life. And I definitely pride myself on being the backbone of my household. Right? I want to be a motivator, be one of the driving forces, right? Be one to come with solutions, taking on all challengers. So I understand there's a fine line with this. But sometimes even the strongest man has his moments. Right, where he needs to blow off steam. He might need some reassurance, right? Sometimes he might look at his girl and just see if she has his back. And that's one of the greatest things about having a good woman by your side, right? But when you have a woman who's disrespectful, nasty, really like she has no care in the world for you, and really no concern at all for you, it makes some men tap out, right? And I think a lot of men, when they see this, they're just like, you know what? I'm gonna stay single.
We're not even together, but I want you to do my nails. I want you to do this and I want you to do that, remember? And I was thinking about it and I was like, and I bet we're gonna have a happy ending too. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't feel good to hear it this way, but it's it is. Whether it's a payment right here and then we're gonna do it right here in the car, or I want you to get me all these services or things and then I'm gonna bust it wide open. It's still prostitution. It's a transaction. And what people don't understand is that leads to transactionary love, supposedly. Like, if you do this, then I'll do that. If you do this, then I'll do that. But that's not the arrangement you want. You want this man to love you for you, be there for you, cherish you for you. But the only time he got to enjoy you is if he did something for you.
Look, I mean, some folks, both men and women, want this type of setup. I mean, it's not bad for everybody. It's been going on since the beginning of the time. And generally, I don't have a problem with it, right? I mean, hey, if that works for you, it works for you. Different strokes for different folks. The issue I have with it, though, is those, and usually as women, those that mix up having a real committed relationship with a transactional one, right? It's almost like women want simps and tricks to be in a relationship with them. You know, they want the guy that they see is fit to be in a relationship, but also be like of a trick, right? You know, women will say they can't find love, a good man, find marriage, and all of that, but their approach and mindset doesn't fit with what they're seeking, right? That's when I have a problem with it. And it's funny how you see a lot of women just left with their mouths open, right, when being told the hard truth about this, right? They hate how it sounds when it's all broken down. They don't want to see it as selling themselves for money or whatever, but that's exactly what it is.
In the beginning of this, we said we was going to get a whole truth and nothing but the truth. Get this mic to one of these people that said they married. Whoever want the mic. Is your husband the man that you settle for, or is he the man of your dreams?
Settled.
I already know.
Damn.
I love you.
Whoa.
I love you.
Hold up.
Oh yeah. I mean, honestly, at this point, I would be more surprised at women who said they love and respect their husband, right? Or a dude they committed to long term. I'll be more surprised then. But it's just the disrespect from men is on autopilot at this point. You see it. It just comes out casually. And many women simply think they're better than the average man. So most likely, even if they themselves are average or even below average, they think they could do better, right? Or they certainly seeking to do better. And as a man, you gotta love this, right? I mean, she just God's gift to you, and you're barely worthy, right? You're lucky to have her. Like, imagine doing what you need to do as a good man, being consistent, putting effort into a relationship for a woman that just never appreciates you, never really respects you. Knowing damn well if you said that about her, she'd be going crazy. She'd try to tear the whole place up, causing a whole scene.
Men aren't men anymore. So let's take some time to unpack this. Because the men that we were too insensitive, we were too sexist, we were too emotionally unavailable, we were too dangerous. But now that we're trying to grow and see ourselves beyond the identities of provider and protector, somehow we're not real men anymore. What is it that those same men that we've been trying to get away from, that you've been asking us to stop being, what is the difference between them and who we are today? Because we're starting to communicate a whole lot more. We're starting to practice emotional intelligence. And you know what's funny? As soon as we started talking and speaking far more honestly about how we feel, specifically about women, that's when the problem started. What men are expressing today is no different than what the men before us were feeling but never said. From what I'm gathering, as long as we kept it to ourselves, as long as we stayed quiet, everything was fine. I mean, it almost feels like another version of shut up and dribble. If my emotions don't matter unless you agree with them, you really don't value my emotions. There's no benefit to me being open and honest with you if every time that I open up, I'm going to get punished for it. But let's keep the ball rolling. What if it's about money? Men are more comfortable having the 50-50 conversation than they used to be when it came to traditional roles. But I feel like we should understand by now that this economy demands a dual income household. So are we not real men because we don't want to shoulder the weight of all the finances in the relationship? Because if that's the case, what was the fight for when it came to equality and breaking the glass ceiling? I'll wrap it up like this. Don't try to say we're not real men because you don't benefit from us like you used to. If you don't want the men that we were, you also reject what men like that provided. Men aren't customizable. You don't get to pick and choose what we are and what you get. Women have to give men the opportunity to, one, be themselves, but two, they have to give themselves the opportunity to get to know the men that they ask for.
Yeah, bruh. Yeah, he's spot on. Meaning these women just want their cake and to eat it too, right? They want to double dip. And that's just simply made men invest their time in other things until they find that right one. I think it's going to be more of this, man, because I think guys are waking up. Like he's saying, more and more guys are speaking and talking to each other and just sharing what they think works, because obviously something needs to change. Guys a lot of times find themselves putting their all in and getting nothing in return. But let me know what y'all think, man. Hit me in them comments. This is EK Real Spicy signing out, and I'm gonna check y'all in the next video. And like that, be easy. Gone.